Welcome, everyone, back to Mass Effect 1, Legendary Edition. I'm Savage Hound Dusk, and today we're going to beat up dirty cops and shoot our way through a whole lot of jerks and mutant ravenous alien bugs. So in other words, it's just another day at the office, kids! No, I really hope kids don't actually watch my my videos, because, yeah, I don't... Oh. Oh, okay, that's the elevator to the hotel. I'm leaving the hotel. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly where I left this off, because it's been a couple of days. I think I'm gonna leave Liara on the ship and go rearrange my squad real quick at the Normandy. Namely because I want to be able to hack stuff, and the one problem that Liara Rex have as partners is they can't really screw with decryption at all. I also find it funny how all of these business reps are like, we were warned not to talk to you, Spectre. And the reality is, I don't care. I don't care if you're warned not to talk to me. If I'm going, like, as a Spectre, if I want to interrogate you, again, technically I can. And I don't have to respect your right to refuse. And today I will be doing my absolute best to not piss stuff off. You haven't made me angry before yet. You've just made me question exactly what it is on your mind, and just how much you want the audience to wonder in weird ways. Oh jeez. Don't mind me, I totally didn't just sprint headfirst into a box. No? Really? Oh. Apparently that docking node is for ships with the dock literally on the nose. There's a box there, sir. Watch out. You know what? Maybe I wanted to run into the box.
Decontamination.
Okay? Did you ever think of that, Liz? God.
Logged. The commanding officer.
People don't understand that running into boxes
XO
is a good
Presley
pastime.
stands relieved.
And I'm actually going to bring Garrus along for this, because I'm actually interested as to what Garrus is going to say.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Game? That was a
Logged.
weird starting point.
The commanding officer is
my camera.
ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
XO Presley gets to hit the deck. Okay, now he can equip medium armor. Actually, that makes me wonder, do I have a better suit of armor for him? No, it looks like I liquefied all of the possible armors he could have had. I'm not stupid, shut up. It's a rank 4 kinetic stabilizer. There we go, I'll get him rank 7. We'll just get him double those. And yeah, fuck it. Get him high level incendiary rounds. Incendiary rounds on a shotgun, because fuck you. That's the only excuse I need. You sure about that? Yeah, I should have double-checked all that armor for Garrus, but I bring him along with me frequently enough. I'm pretty sure it won't make that much of a difference. Can we, like, not do that? There we go. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here. Spectres are technically authorized to do whatever the fuck they want. Which means if I wanted to shoot my way through here, technically you couldn't stop me until the council disbarred me. You should have. That's kind of my my appreciation for the absolute lack of awareness that a lot of people have. All of these, you know, businessmen and whatnot, you know, they're like, we're important. He won't try to force anything out of us. He can't do anything to us. We can bury him in legal fees and legal litigations. It's like, technically speaking, no. Actually, you can't. And it's not that these guys can't actually do anything to inconvenience me. It's that they can't do anything to inconvenience me personally. They can, however, inconvenience things like the Alliance and the Council, which I'm supposed to represent, so there goes slaughtering people wantonly wouldn't be a good idea. This strangely matches real life with businesses and DEI. It definitely does for businesses.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this?
Ask me if I
you
care.
pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
So, yeah, the first two fucking cops that we run into in here, we don't even have to fight. Because you can literally persuade them to just be like, how about I not do this? Right in the fucking arm, jeez. That would have ripped through his arm and his chest plating to kill him. That could not have been a fun way to get shot. Not that there's exactly a fun way to get shot. Yeah, they're technically paid security. Oh my god. I really shouldn't have looked away from the screen. Thank you for the shameless plugging of my channel in my own streams. I swear, like, I really shouldn't have taken assault rifles for the Biotic Adept because Jesus Christ. Like, this weapon breaks the game by itself. It really does. Open the door. I want what's in this technician's kit, this medical kit, and I want what's in this wall safe. I want it all. I want everything. All at once. Yeah, Ilanis Risk Control Services. It's worth noting that Rev is actually completely correct here. The Ilanis Risk Control Service are not actually police officers. They're technically paid security. So these guys are more like private military contractors with the law enforcement licensing on this planet. That's technically what these guys are. And there's Kyra Sterling over there, and the game won't let you shoot at them. And I want you guys to realize, I called Kyra Sterling a bitch when we first came in here. What is about to happen is why.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I'm actually disappointed that I brought Garrus now, because Rex is even funnier when he responds to that. Rex's response to what she says is, you are here off-duty, breaking laws and extorting bribe money. Do you know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Oh, honey, you're gonna need a lot more than your biotics to rip me in half. As I just demonstrated, you fucking moron. Like, right in her dome, dude. That... Damn, okay, he lived through a shot. Somebody give that guy a fucking medal. Everybody else I've fought in here, except for Sterling, has died instantly. Right in the dome. I mean, yeah, Gareth's response is completely suiting, but Rex's is funnier. Because Rex ends his statement with, "Do you know what we do to dirty cops on my world?" And that, to me, that's just fucking perfect, because she tried to say, you know, Annaleus would throw you off world for what you did here. I won't. Do you know what we do to cop killers on my world? First of all, lady, you're not a fucking cop. You're a mercenary with a goddamn police badge. That is not the same thing. Secondly, shut the fuck up. You are here after hours illegally breaking laws, shaking down people for bribe money, and stealing technological information so that some asshole can commit corporate fucking espionage. You are like the biggest goddamn hypocrite in the universe. None of your people here are actually police officers. They're fucking thugs. I was intrigued by what Garrus might say because he's also an ex-cop.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Annaleus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at
Oh,
the
honey,
hotel
I'm a
for
professional
drink before
smartass.
you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
They acted like they can still have ranks from probably when they were in military or worse. Faked being that rank to get the job. Yeah, they probably could have. I don't think so. I think Kyra actually was police. But if Kyra's behavior here is any fucking indication, Kyra was not a good police officer. And it shows. Because Kyra thinks that being police supersedes being a daft cunt, for lack of a better way to put it. Being police somehow supersedes, gee, I don't know, violence, murder, intimidation, slaughtering people for bribe money, killing other people because fuck you. Like, she acts like nothing, like the act of being a police officer invalidated literally everything I did. Or rather, everything they did. And sorry, being a police officer does not give you the right to do what you did. And you don't have to like that reality, but you do have to accept that if you're guilty of committing crimes, then you're gonna get yours. And the problem that I have with her is that Sterling is completely fucking tone deaf as a character. And she's clearly written that way, and the game understands that she's written that way, because the game doesn't ever try to act like she's not, you know, reprehensible for her actions, but the game doesn't, in my opinion, properly note that that she is in any way able to acknowledge that she is completely fucked up. Yeah, I mean, she's dead right away. That was one of the funnier parts, and she took 3 shots to the head, so it's, yeah, like you're really threatening me, lady. I probably should have toned the difficulty up a little bit because everything's dying in one hit, and I really didn't think I was going to do that. But I killed a lot of stuff incredibly quickly when I played this game on Insanity a long time ago. Yeah, I kind of am a little too good at this game sometimes, because I have actually butchered some enemies. Like, I've beaten this game on its insane difficulty before, so I do know how to play this game. Oh, jeez, I went to the elevator to the docks. I know how to play the game, but apparently I can't read a frickin' map. Like, I do actually know how to play this game, though. I don't play this particular Mass Effect very often because it's not that fun to me. Goes to the wrong place. Yeah, exactly. I know how to play the game, but I don't know how to read a damn map. I marked that frickin' elevator, too. I was like, that's the elevator to the fucking hotel where Gianna's waiting for me. No, it's not. No, it's not. I go from just too good to now I'm terrible. I see how fickle you are, Liz. I'm starting to wonder just how much credibility you have now. Anyway, this place actually is very true to life when it comes to corporate espionage. Because corporate espionage, like, the way corporations behave, they're extremely money grubby, they're very shitty people, and they don't really respect other people.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Harasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
The people who overrule us are aliens, basically. I don't know about that.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
You can definitely tell she's pissed off about having to
Why
do
don't you
this.
ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Ananias is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Pretty sure we don't have antimatter warheads in this universe.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, the automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
All right, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Trust me, he won't. Actually, he will. It's not that difficult to convince Keen to play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property,
No.
you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Sharing is caring after all. If you have that money for groceries, I want some too. I'll tell you what, help me buy a duplex in the States. I'll move you over here. Don't mind me, I'm just running into walls again.
Have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keene has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keene, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
Why the
You have
fuck
the right to
would I
remain
ever
silent.
help you?
I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Like, that guy basically lived to insult you the entire fucking time you were dealing with him. And he wants to bitch that I should, what, help him? Why? You're an extortion racketeer, you're a bully, you're an asshat, you're inconsiderate, disrespectful, and you're bad at your job. Is there a single reason I should help you, Analeus? Because I struggle to find one. And funny thing is you can actually help Analeus if you want to be a renegade. You can just give him the information on Paracini and have her fired and removed and then get a garage pass and go through. But I don't.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Her fucking eyes, dude! Look at her eyes! Did you see the eyes on her character model? What the fuck? Her eyes! What the hell? I didn't notice that the first time I ran through here. Oh, by the way, there's Geth in the garage. Oh my god. The eyes on her fucking...
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
What are these things? You let him in here and you want to tell me you didn't fucking know? Idiots. Geth stalkers and destroyers. Oh, God. Her eyes! That looked like something out of Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh. Andromeda was a bad game. It had fun gameplay, but it was so glitchy I couldn't really enjoy it very much. So yeah, now we're gonna drive through a blizzard up to peak 15. And find out why shit. I forgot. I needed to go back and get Liara. The ability to romance the female Turian companion. Yeah! And the fact that it actually showed off what a female Turian looked like. Because the main game, I don't think, really shows that off in the original trilogy very much. You almost never see female Turians at all. I need to go back and get Liara, because Liara is actually story important. I took her away because she was actually pretty funny. Or no, because Rex is pretty funny when he's here. But I'm not going to be keeping Rex. I'm going to be keeping Garrus instead. No, I don't want to go to Synthetic Insights again. Immediately almost goes to the wrong place again. I'm a little special today. Don't worry about it. Me3 a DLC for it shows one off. Yeah, that's true, actually. You're right. The Omega DLC. I forgot about that. There is a female Turian companion that you can get as a squad mate temporarily before she has issues due to story reasons. I'm trying not to spoil it here because I will in fact be showing it off later. The Omega DLC is awesome, by the way. I wonder why. You'll see what happens. It's actually pretty cool and heartbreaking. It's not a very painful way to die, though, at least. I'd already ruined it. Don't ask questions. I do think it's funny that Captain Matsuo ran in there. What the fuck are these things? Fucking Alanis Risk Control Service. ERCS can bite me. What might have happened that makes you so special today? I don't know.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Shut up, Liz.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Until I immediately go right back out the fucking door. Do I take Garrus or do I take Tally? I kind of want to take Garrus. But Tally is actually better in close quarters. Yeah.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
I look forward to when I've actually finished this game and I don't ever have to hear that again. I don't hate this game by any stretch. I just really don't care. Oh, hey, there's Captain Matsuo again. Her fucking model apparently resets positions. Unless it's secretly in both locations. It could be, actually. You don't actually need to take Liara with you on this mission, but Liara is Benezia's daughter, and there is some unique dialogue that I want to show off. I'm only doing a 2-hour stream today. I need to try and make sure I have enough time to finish clearing Dino Crisis in order to make sure that the disc works. I will be downloading Dino Crisis 1 onto my PlayStation 5 hard drive, so that I will be able to play that for everybody. Is Captain Matsuo still standing over here? No, okay. God damn it, driving controls. What the fuck? The door tried to take the nose of my vehicle with it. Was Resident Evil with dinosaurs? Dino Crisis 1 definitely is. Dino Crisis 1 absolutely subscribes to that. It more or less is a Resident Evil clone with dinosaurs. But Dino Crisis and Resident Evil were also made by the same people. So it makes sense that they would use a lot of the same mechanics. What I am going to probably do to deal with Dino Crisis 1 is I will probably try and play Dino Crisis 1 off camera once, so that I have a rough idea of what the hell I'm doing, because I've played the original before, but a long time ago. And it's been years since I've touched the original. There aren't enough rocket troopers in the universe, buddy. You will, if you pay attention to my kinetic barriers, you will have an idea of roughly how ineffective those Geth rockets are against vehicle shields. The way Dino Crisis 1 basically opens up, I'll tell you more or less how the game opens. You play as a woman named Regina from an organization called SORT. SORT is an acronym. I believe it stands for Special Operations Reconnaissance Tactics. And she is a special ops operator that works with an entire squad of individuals consisting of 4 people. Her, Gale, Cooper, and Rick. Rick is a hacker, Gale is the squad commander, Cooper basically exists to die in the first 5 minutes. Because Cooper dies right after he lands in the opening cutscene, getting ripped in half by a Tyrannosaurus, more or less verifying that you are in fact playing Dino Crisis. Gale and Rick can both live or die depending on how the game is handled as you progress all the way to the end. Now, I'm probably going to play Dino Crisis 1 off camera, like off stream, once, just to get an idea of how to proceed through the game. And I will look up how to get virtually everything done off stream in the process, so that hopefully I can burn some of this into my memory and develop a little bit of skill with the game. You say skill issue. I say Cooper suffers a critical existence failure. But essentially, you find out that Cooper's gone missing right after you land. You link up with Gale. Rick makes it into the facility on his own. He can't find any bodies or any security personnel. Most of the power and whatnot is apparently shut off. And next thing you know, Regina gets attacked by a raptor while she tries to look for Gale. and thinks that Gale might possibly have been killed because she finds a half tore up body and a hole in a fence that implies Gale might have died. But she gets attacked by a raptor out of nowhere and has to dodge or kill the damn thing. In the first Dino Crisis game, trying to kill most of the dinosaurs you meet is a little bit of a stupid-ass idea. There's just that many of them, and they're very tough to kill. In Dino Crisis 2, killing dinos is basically a core video game mechanic. My favorite dinosaur? I'd have to go with the raptor. They're smart, they're pack hunters, they're like the wolves of their time period. They take care of each other, they fight in packs, they use tactics, they're dangerous, they're brutal, and they're efficient. I don't really like oviraptors because they're little more than egg thieves, and they spit poison even though they use pack tactics as well. They're just nowhere near as lethal as an actual raptor squad, and they're not nearly as smart. The Tyrannosaurus I both really like and don't like. He's the king of the Jurassic and Cretaceous period, and it's obvious why. The problem that I have with the Tyrannosaurus is that there's not a whole lot you can do with a Tyrannosaurus. Okay, I can't break that box. The Tyrannosaurus is either a massive juggernaut that you have to respect 100% at all times and always handle a specific way, or it's an unkillable creature that chases you. And that's more or less how Dino Crisis handles that. That's more or less how most things handle it.
Facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
The other issue that I have is that most other dinos you can't really see. You can destroy some of these boxes. I thought I might be able to destroy as cover, and I'm destroying these boxes now so that if I have to later, I can not have to worry about them as potential cover for the enemy. Actual dinos, more or less, and how they're handled in fiction. The Spinosaurus is basically, hi, I'm a T-Rex, but I have a big spine on my back. So
why are the turrets facing the wrong way? They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Yes, they do. Jurassic Parks 1 and 2 are fantastic films. Jurassic Park 3 is a fun watch, but it's a very light-hearted continuation of the series that is tone-deaf in the sense that it doesn't... Do you not have a melee? I do have a melee, but all of my guns have infinite ammo. Why, like... I literally can't waste ammo that I can't run out of. Yeah, like in the other games, yeah, I'm gonna have limited ammo. This game, you don't have limited ammo. Uh-oh. A cutscene. Why are those two
What was
characters?
that? Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
Interesting. Oh. Huh. Alright. Rachni soldiers.
Anything like them. Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
I think you're being attacked. Can't say for sure. Okay, I can't use Unity. Does any one of them have first aid? Pretty sure first aid is something that... Yeah, okay. She's supposed to have it. But apparently it's not an ability that I'm allowed to control. Overload, throw, lift, warp, stasis, barrier. Okay. Yeah, it's literally an ability that I can't control for them. Are you bitch? How dare you? Oh, great. One of them came out of the vent. By the way, your shields mean kind of dick here half the time. They're useful when you're getting shot at, but Rachni projectiles ignore shields. And also, all Rachni attacks ignore shields. Spino in Jurassic Park 3 was a hybrid somehow? No, it wasn't a hybrid. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a hybrid. Oh, apparently I can press triangle and activate things. Well, whatever, I guess.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface on.
Do I have enough Omnigel to repair her? Yes, I do.
Manual boot required.
So, we can now enter this VI core here. Doesn't know how to heal self with other teammates' abilities. Well, I thought I was going to be able to find it, but no. The teammate ability is beyond my control. VI core is inoperational. You can attempt to manually reconfigure the databanks or use Omnigel to repair the damaged systems. So, we're going to attempt manual reactivation just so I can show this puzzle off. But if you don't want to do this puzzle, you can just repair it with 100 Omnigel. Oh.
Looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the
So
name
basically the entire
May I
point
ask
is
your name?
all of the active nodes you wanted to move from the pillar that was marked with square to the pillar on the far right that was marked with a circle. You press square to remove a piece from the top, and then from the top layer of the stacks, and it can go to whichever one you want as long as there's not another one up above it already. So since the top stack went to the top one, the bottom stack, then the second one from the top is now on top, and it can't go underneath the top stack in the middle the way I moved it. So basically, you have to force it to be able to start by moving the bottom one all the way over to the circle stack, and then get the second one from the bottom in that order all the way over. So I just showed you how you can do that and not actually have to think about it that much.
Commander
So
Shepard,
I suck.
I
I
work for
suck,
the
but I
Citadel
fixed it
Special
in less
Tactics
than
and
30
Reconnaissance.
seconds.
One moment, please.
Fuck you.
Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to binary Helix executives.
Please
This
note that
system
I'm a
is ready to
Spectre, so
process
I can
queries.
violate that process.
You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
Goddamn bots. I hope you don't go Cortana, Mira. No, Mira won't ever do that.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
This VI isn't built
Critical
to be able
failure.
to do that.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander.
Most of what she tells you is kind of just
User
stupid.
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency...
I just elected to get it all out there so that everybody would be able to have an idea of what I am about to have to do, which is fix the entire fucking facility because everything's broken! Yay! Everything's
Containment
broken.
procedures. Manual restart required.
There's murderous insect monsters everywhere. Everything's broken, and now I have to put it all back together.
Landline connections are disabled.
It's really not that difficult.
Offline.
It's fine, don't worry about it. was a lot of Rachni.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergent...
Landline repaired. What? There it is. There's the crate I was looking to decrypt. Just get the handbook. I'm sure it's easy. It was easy. It was as simple as flipping a switch, actually.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Cafeteria, tram, reactor. Let's go meet the reactor.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Radar systems jammed. Jesus.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Tally, use your shotgun. Liara, use your pistol. You guys have training with those weapons. Stop using guns you're not trained to use. Not cut anymore. I flipped a switch, now it's not cut. You've completed the repairs in peak 15. I have reactivated the Torture Science Murder Lab. There are several Mira terminals scattered around. You can examine them if you want. There's not really a reason to. More elevators. Oh, the cafeteria is how I got in here. Did that grenade just fly right through the... that door? I think it did. Alright, so now we can head over to the tram station, and from there we can proceed to the actual Noveria area.
Entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
So, about that. You can open that door and probably die. Or you could repair this. And then this happens.
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. Up the tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Without one, you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here? Killing himself would be easier.
Jesus. All right. It got hot in there. Little face huggers. No, unfortunately those are not face huggers. Those are suicide bombers. The Rachni workers run up against you and explode. I mean, at least these guys will kill you quickly. A face hugger is going to kill you in a much more slow and horrible way to kill you. So yeah, there's that.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
I will be right back. I'm gonna get some food and drink. Oh god. It's only gonna take a minute. Oh no! Oh no! I left for 2 minutes to get gamer fuel. Great. I can't get into the hot labs because some dickhead locked the damn thing down. By the way, depending on how you work this, you could end up having to kill almost everybody in here.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
What if I'm the monster? What if secretly you are? Thankfully no Chaos God came around while you were gone. What if the greatest threat we find across the sea is me? What the fuck? What is going on with you, Liz? Are you okay? Do I need to call the men in white coats?
Huh.
Do I need to get you a straitjacket?
Horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter! Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Yeah, depending on how this goes, you could end up having to kill virtually all the Alanis risk control staff here.
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Return to being a bitch, more like.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job.
Oh, she's a bitch.
The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
The sloths of the universe, they're slow speaking. They kind of are. Casa Fabrications license. Oh wow, he has a level 9 Sokolov. Oh, it's a shotgun, Jesus. Okay. Let's double check the map so that I know where more or less the fuck I'm going. They don't actually convey a lot of emotion through their speech patterns. They convey it through body language.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to
Probably
help.
get lost regardless.
I'd like to think that the company
'Cause
finds
I'm
our
bad at
lives
the
more
game.
valuable than their secrets.
I
You
think
know
I've
Mira,
proven
the
that I'm
VI
not
for
bad at
Peak
this
15?
game. I'm just bad
She
with
handles the
directions.
safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Why is my battery low? It's plugged into the charger. Anyway, so this guy basically just revealed that he is working on a bioweapon developed from the toxin glands of the Rachni. And he states people will get a hold of a bioweapon like this whether I choose to invent it or not. I know you can't see that. Well, here's the reality, bub. You can make the bioweapon and then it gets made anyway, or you can take your genius and intentionally sabotage said bioweapon. Or you can simply choose to not apply yourself to a project of mass murder. You know, be a humane person. Because you're not limiting the damage, you're just being one of the people who enables the problem.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes.
Gun him
It should
down
just be a
and
matter
destroy
of
the
following our
research.
processes.
Unfortunately, that's not something the game will let me do.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm our doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Really?
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
By the way, that sassy Asari, keep her in mind. She's gonna be a problem here in about a minute. to Ventralis in order to get permission to enter the quarantine labs.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command.
I'm not going the wrong way.
He'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before I'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Don't worry, Ventralis. Secretly, I want to murder you. But partially it's because at the end of the day you're kind of a corporate goon. No, I was heading the right fucking direction. I got to him. I went exactly where I wanted to go. Alright, where's the fucking quarantine labs? Here it is. Quarantine and barracks. No, you suck. You also blow, but that's beside the point. I have a horrible sense of humor. I'm a terrible human being.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
No, you're not.
I need to know more about those things out there.
But you
about
do
the
think
Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles.
So
they brought it here.
So
shut up!
Listen carefully to what this Volus says. They found a frozen ship with that was full of eggs.
Dies here.
Sound familiar?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon.
Thanks, Weyland-Yutani.
I closed the door. I killed her.
So Han Olar here is basically revealed that the Rachni were kind of discovered in a similar manner to the way we discovered, the xenomorphs in the first Alien film. And, yeah, thanks, Weyland-Yutani. Binary Helix is basically Weyland-Yutani in this instance. I do like how Han Olar, though, he's taken full responsibility for killing a coworker, because he closed the door and she might have been able to escape. But right after she closed the door, that same coworker was killed almost immediately. So maybe she would have lived if he hadn't done that? But, I mean, in all likelihood, what would have happened is she would have gotten through, the door would have partially closed and the Rachni would have gotten in. Yeah, this guy is got survivor's guilt in his head, but he's rationalized. He goes, no, I killed her. I closed the fucking door. I was scared out of my goddamn mind. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
He's not justifying what he
think
did.
I
He's
want
just stating that he
absolution?
did it.
There is none.
I'll be leaving now.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah, you just have to.
You're not part of the crew. I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
There seemed like absolutely no reason for me to do that. Trust me, there was. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the
ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Liara used lift and all of a sudden everybody's helpless. Access denied. Reason because I wanted to. So yeah, that sassy Asari bitch was a sleeper agent working for Benezia. And she just tried to kill us with Geth troopers. No wonder she was so calm. She had a way out. And she was working for the bitch who caused this problem. Interesting. Also, she broke that guard's neck.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Oh yeah, I'm very aggressive. Don't mind me. Also, so is that crazy bitch.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Benezia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Corn would easily
Let me
take you.
guess. Saren, the
I mean,
specialist?
half of my solutions to a lot of these problems
I
would
think
just
that
be
was the
shooting
name.
the first
I
dickhead
don't
who
pay
gave
attention
me
to the other research team.
shit and walking away with whatever I wanted. So yeah, I
They've
guess
been more on edge since you
the
got
Cornates
here.
probably
I
would
think they
take
were
me.
expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Okay, I need to go back to the quarantine and barracks area because the maintenance access is that way. Don't get lost. There's arrows with signs that point to where I need to go. Getting lost is a little hard here. You kind of have to intentionally be stupid to get lost here. Alright. We're about to get attacked by Rachni, by the way. There are some Rachni in these tunnels. $250 EXP, not bad. Okay, yeah, we're about to hit the security labs. This elevator will lead us to the restricted area, which I actually have to be really careful about going into. You pretty much can't go into the restricted area and then not kill the Alanis Risk Control Service operators. I am also going to save here because it is very easy to die here.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours.
While she
raised to
monologues,
hunt
I'll be
and
right
slay
back.
Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Okay, so now we found Matriarch Benezia.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
Your ability
could
to
I
read
say,
might
Mother?
be a little on the
That
downside.
you're
Fuck
insane,
you! I
evil?
read better than most
Should I
high
explain how to
schoolers.
kill you? What could I say?
Yeah, I know. She
Have
didn't
you
monologue
faced
for very
an
long.
Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
And she just inflicted stasis on us. Oh, by the way, Asari Commandos. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna briefly point my gun at my commanding officer. And I killed both of those commandos in one bullet! Oh my god! Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Pop, pop! There goes the commandos! Have you faced a Commander Shepard before? By the way, Benezia's power level down there is something you will have to worry about. What? What? Oh, another Geth was hiding over there in the corner. And more Geth troopers. Uh-oh, Benezia, you're looking a little weak there. Not in the face!
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him.
That's not actually
true. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago.
It is a ship, it's just, that's not all it is.
The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the Nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
If it's cold but swathed in hot dust and radiation, why do you have trouble finding it?
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. You should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
By the way, that fight lasted exactly 6 seconds.
You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the power of an Asari matriarch. 3 radiation bullets.
Hold on. We've got Benezia. Maybe we can...
2 of them to the face.
He is still in my mind.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not entirely myself. I never will be again.
It didn't go any better for her in my practice run either.
Mother. I will see you again with the dawn.
I'm sorry, that completely ruined that moment. I've totally ruined her
They
death.
always said there would be a...
I will say this, Matriarch Benezia's voice acting is kind of questionable, that entire scene. A fair bit of that dialogue, though, is not actually told if Liara is not brought along. She says there's no light. She always says that when she dies. By the way, did you see that Asari corpse moving behind me? This is fucking freaky as hell, by the way. You think the xenomorphs are terrifying. Oh, shit! Jump scare.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
The light she was referring to, I believe, is what the Asari religion believes is what will happen when you die. Like, you'll see a light as you die.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
Nope.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Go. Be free. I won't destroy you. Just don't make me regret this. So yeah, we dealt with the Rachni. Now we need to go to the hot labs. And finish off the feral Rachni. So essentially what we learned from there, oh jeez. Are they underneath my feet? Is that what's happened? Okay, yeah, I actually do want to go this way. Because I can choose to not do this, but it's not a good thing if you don't. So what she kind of implied was that something was mind controlling her people. In order to instigate the last war. And we will talk a lot more about what I have just mentioned in Mass Effect 3.
Are you here to secure the
during
situation?
a specific DLC.
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries, this is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out.
Sure. Mother always say I would meet a bad end. I am feeling not so well.
How do we set up?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
That's inconvenient. Apparently he had the purge codes on his person.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
I have exactly 2 minutes to get out of here before I get killed. Objectives complete. Time to get out of here. I guess I could go let the ERCS know that they're free. I don't really know if I give a shit. They'll figure it out.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I love how you guys didn't really seem to care about the fact I had to kill Benezia.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the Ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Weren't we just on the phone with the Council?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
That's the game basically telling you you have this now, but you don't have to act on it now. And you probably shouldn't act on it now. Okay, we should have done enough to unlock a couple of special dialogues.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Yes, you can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
No.
Shepard.
Rex.
Alright, I gotta spend more time with him, I guess, because that dialogue isn't open yet.
Commander, nice workout. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
That's one of several conversations you can have with Garrus that'll help determine whether or not he becomes more
Looking for
Paragon or
supplies?
Renegade.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
So now he's got a lot better stuff scattered around in his inventory, you'll notice. And he's actually got a bigger variety of it, too. She ran off. She's just being a scaredy cat. I stood up in order to get the feeling back in my leg because of where I had to sit in order to get her on the frickin' chair. And then she ran off. She was like, oh god! I didn't even do anything to her. I was just tapping my leg and trying to get the feeling back in it. Because the way I was sitting to let her sit on to let her lay on the chair with me, my left leg had the circulation cut off. I wasn't even trying to scare the poor cat. She just. Okay. Let's take a look at some side quests here. I need to go to the Yangtze system in the Voyager cluster to investigate the Cerberus activities on Binthu. I need to go meet Helena Blake in the Horsehead Nebula in order to be able to polish off that quest. I need to go talk to Gareth so that he understands that his brother has been killed. Has laid its loaf on you, that's it, it's game over. How dare you move while you have a cat on you? No, she wasn't laying on me, she was laying next to me. For some reason, she won't really lay on my lap, but she'll lay in between my lap. like, and she'll lay between my legs or beside me. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. Please take a look at my YouTube channel. There was a link earlier in the video. That's where all my all my streams are being sent to. Please check out the Discord as well, by all means. Make sure to be able to enjoy that and join me there in order to be able to either catch me live or catch all of my other streams. Have a nice day.